All right, so what we're going to look at here first is this 28-foot International. This one does have a queen bed on the inside, but the arrangement of the bed you may find is it's a lot different than what you're going to see on your 25, and it may end up working out for you. So this is going to be still the same layout of the 28 International, whether you do queen or twins. I do think I have a twin model up in Cleveland. I'd have to double check, but at least wanted to be able to shoot a video for you and take care of that right here and now. So let's go ahead and step on inside. Of course, being a rear bed unit, you have the door up front. I keep the propane tank inside, just the cover, so that nobody tries to steal it here. So this is what I was kind of talking about on the difference between the Pottery Barn and your International. So this ultra leather here is going to stand up. The material on your sofa and on your dinette, for that matter, is going to stand up a lot better over time than what that chenille type of material on the Pottery Barn will. If you got dogs, it's going to stand up to dogs better. Kids, it just doesn't stain. It doesn't get affected by environmental conditions. And in my opinion, is a little bit more durable material overall. And this is kind of the thing that I was talking about that could be, a difference maker for you. So you actually can pull that out, and once you slide this cushion forward, you're almost doubling this bed space and making it into quite a big, robust bed. It can really change the game between, can I sleep one kid here or two kids in this space? So depending on how old your kids are, two kids right next to each other, head to toe on this is going to make a really convenient sleeping space. And then it's super easy to put away. Unlike the dinette, you can just push it back in with your leg there, just like that. And then you're ready to go for your next day worth of hanging out on the sofa or doing whatever adventuring you need. Coming over here, there's your dinette. So it's a simpler table than what the Pottery Barn is, and that's going to go to the price too. These are about 30 grand, I believe, on MSRP, lower than what the Pottery Barn is. So if you don't need all those frills and stuff, like I said, the International is actually my favorite model for several reasons. I really like the floors. It's like a faux hardwood, and it is very, very easy to clean. That's one of my favorite things about it. 90 seconds with a Swiffer in here, and you're done. The floors on some of the other units, if you spilled something of substance like barbecue sauce, ketchup, or whatever, it's going to take a little bit more time to clean up. Whereas on these floors, they're very smooth. Paper towel, wipe it off, Swiffer it if you need to, and then boom, you're done. This particular unit does have 2 ACs. It has the convection microwave. It has the solar package. And then like I was saying to you earlier on the phone, the rear and street side awnings are going to come standard on an International. This one also is a 2024, so that means it's going to have smart TVs. I really like that upgrade for this year. The best thing about that is you can actually Bluetooth your TV up to your overhead sound system, so you can have really good sound coming from your TV and not just the crappy little TV sound that comes from some of these older models. If you want to watch a movie or a football game or something like that, you're going to be able to really hear it and experience it in ways that you cannot on some of those older models. Your International is going to have a solid surface countertop here too. This is Corian. That will never go bad. Your cloud is just going to have the laminated MDF basically, which will hold up for quite a long while, but this countertop, unless you break it with a sledgehammer, is never going to go bad, never going to need replaced, and it's just basically going to be there forever. Moving right on into the back, same size fridge as you're going to have in your 25. Your closet this is kind of one of the drawbacks of the 28. You have a little less closet space than you do on the 27. This is going to be pretty comparable to what you have on your existing Flying Cloud. So a little bit of overhead space, some hanging cabinet space down there as well. Just like on your 25, you're still going to have the separate toilet and shower. That's always great because both those can be utilized at the same time. And unlike the 25-foot Flying Cloud, when you have a queen, it's going to be north-south on the chassis. So rather than coming out from this side and extending, and then you're stuck in a position where you have no room to get out of bed on the front side of the bed, you can see you've got a lot of space going around the bed. Either whether you want to shimmy down to the foot of the bed and get off there, swing your legs off to the side, get out there, and then you've got 12-volt plugs, USBs behind that little black tab guy, and then of course your regular 120 power there as well. So I do really like the queen layout. Twins are great, but I like the queen. I like to sleep next to my lady. So, but on the 25, I like the twins better because the twins are going to be on both sides, give you some separation, easier to get out of bed. But when you get to the 27 or 28, then you have this more robust space where it's easier to get out of bed without having to go to twins if you don't want to. So I don't know how dead set you are on twins, but that's one thing I definitely wanted to point out. It's a big difference between the 25 and then the 27 or 28. Let's take a little extra cursory glance around here. I like the light elm style color of the cabinets and walls. I like the slider doors on the International versus what you get on the Flying Cloud. I feel like that white painted cabinet is just asking for fingerprints all over it. And then all the other great features you're going to get on a Flying Cloud, you're going to get on this one too. Have another TV back there. Again, that is a smart TV, so you could also Bluetooth it up and be able to get the better sound. Or if you just want to keep it in one area, you can do that as well. Like I said, I love the 28 floor plan. I will say, though, you're not going to have quite as much sleeping space for the kids on a 28 versus a 27. And I'll show you why that is on the next video. Real quick, a few other things that are great upgrades for the 24 model year that you'd be getting on this unit is your inverter is going to be bumped up to 2,000 watts rather than this 1,000. So that means you can power more stuff. If you got kids, that's where you're really going to be helpful. You know, they want to charge their laptops, they want to charge their Nintendo Switches, XYZ. You're going to have more power available to pull off your batteries when you're boondocking for the kids to be able to do that. So, big difference between 1,000 and 2,000 watts. They did change the air conditioners for this model year as well, which I think is the most insignificant of the upgrades. It's supposed to be a little quieter. With the ducted AC, honestly, I don't think you can tell. I can't tell, but, you know, I'm not exactly busting out a decibel meter to check it. So, that's just a brief look, well, brief enough anyway, 7 minutes, looking around on the inside and pointing out some of these features of the International. I'm going to get this uploaded, and I'm going to go shoot a quick video on a 27 for you as well and send that along. All right.